Hey, what's up, everybody? Let's see if this week's show can be a little bit better. So far, no issues, Wendy.
We just started.
We're 27 seconds in and we're doing good.
Fantastic.
What's up, everybody?
What do you have on the screen right now? Just our field?
No, I just switched it over to you and I.
Ah. Stuff from my reboot like 10 minutes ago is still coming up.
I don't know.
No, that's not a question. It's a statement. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Good. I can hear you. You can hear me. Hopefully they can hear us.
Sorry.
What is up, everybody?
Multitasking. Just realized I had a couple emails sitting in our winner's box that I needed to file.
Disturbed. We missed you last week.
Yeah, there you are.
We even noticed you weren't here last week. But trust me, you didn't miss much.
Yeah, right.
Who's the ska dude on cam?
That would be you.
I don't get the ska dude reference, but okay. I'm the cold dude on cam. That's why I'm wearing my hat.
Yeah, the man on blood thinners who needs to keep his little bald head warm.
I swear to God, winter's just not going to end this year, is it?
It doesn't seem to. It was freaking nightmarish this morning. Although, after we get past tomorrow, I think spring might start. And it might, continue for a while, which would be nice.
Well, hopefully all's good, Disturbed. We're glad you made it this week. Yeah, I saw there's some, 70-degree days next week.
Yeah. It starts Saturday, and increases Monday, Tuesday are supposed to be fantastic, and then it looks like low 60s for a good stretch of days. So, I'm happy about it.
Evening, Sean. Everybody's slowly creeping into the room. Rain and snow here. Had to shut down a highway for a few. Yeah, we'll pass on the snow. We got enough snow in one day to last us for the entire season. So
yeah, we had our seasonal snow.
Sinking ship. That's who that is.
You do look like a boxer. I told you. I said, "There's my thug husband."
I don't care.
He looks all thuggish with his little hat.
I don't care what it looks like as long as it keeps me warm. Oh, because I was in during Rich's show and I said Wendy. They were talking about taxes. I said Wendy's in the middle of doing ours, and for the first time in years, we're actually getting a refund, $2 whole.
Yeah.
$2. Well,
I don't have a whole lot of confidence in that filing, so I'll explain once we get underway here.
Sinking ship with a P. P, ship.
Did I see, or are you planning on announcing that post from Kenny in our group?
You did see that post from Kenny in our group. As a matter of fact, I should pull that so I can put it up. We'll put that up in the news for this week.
That sounds like a good idea.
Ship with a P. He's one of our sponsors. Be nice.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
be nice to Kenny. We love him.
Yeah, Kenny's awesome. So you do plan on going to this, correct?
Going to what, dear?
Kenny's grand opening.
Which is when?
Well, we will discuss that during the show. How's that?
Well, how can I tell you if I'm going if I can't? If I don't know when the hell
You'll
it
just
is?
have to decide then.
Okay. I am busy, you know.
Linda, how are you, dear? Buffering already? We haven't even started the damn show and it's buffering. What the hell?
Everything looks like it's moving just fine to me. I haven't seen any lags or any freezes. So that's okay, Disturbed.
Well, let's go ahead and try and do the intro and see what happens, Wendy.
Yeah, go ahead, roll it.
All right.
No, ain't no emergency.
Why'd you call 911, sir?
I just thought y'all should know.
Know what, sir? Sir?
The dome is on fire! What you gonna do when it come for you? What you gonna do when it come for you? Two breeze about to do what he always do. The dome is on fire! What you gonna do when it come for you? What you gonna do when it come for you? Two breeze about to do what he always do. My team is on! All hands and feet on the inside. CNC's gonna take you for a hell of a ride. Cause the team always dominates Sunday. Better get ready to go sick on a Monday. Drew Brees about to light it up. Other QB's gonna get blown up. Get your cup and raise it higher. Cause now we in the dome is on fire. What you gonna do when it come for you? What you gonna do when it come for you? Drew Brees about to do what he always do. The dome is on fire. What you gonna do when it come for you? What you gonna do when it come for you? Drew Brees about to do what he always do. My team is on. Now everybody better get up on your feet if you wanna be NFC champs. We believe that. Got a defense ready to attack. NFC South better watch your back. Cam Jordan coming up the right side. Straight blitz coming up the other side. Got 2 seconds, better make up your mind. If you hold the ball, you're gonna meet the line. Offense, defense, ready to attack. Special teams, ready to attack. Drew Brees, Sean P, ready to attack. East Bank, West Bank, back to back. New Orleans, got your back. Best fans in the world. Ooh, yeah. The dome is on fire. What you gonna do when it come for you? What you gonna do when it come for you? Drew Brees about to do what he always do. The dome is on fire. What you gonna do when it come for you? What you gonna do when it come for you? Drew Brees about to do what he always do. My team is on fire. Snake's gonna get him. Yeah. Let's go get him.
We at Trey G.
Say soup. Snake's gonna get him.
You ready?
Let me get. Hut one, hut two. Let's take control. Everybody to the...
What's up, everybody? Welcome. Thursday night, Ohm Field Advantage. Played better this time. Still lagged a little bit. I saw it kind of choppy there.
Yeah, that actually definitely played better than it has in recent weeks.
Yeah, another stormy Thursday night. Hold on. Oh, that's right. I forgot you live over by us. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the issue is. I have no idea, Wendy.
We did our due diligence today.
Time to get a new computer.
No. That's not how this works. Just because we're laggy doesn't mean that your equipment is obsolete.
I went to clean out my caches and all that stuff, and my temporary internet files had 92 gigabytes in it. The temporary internet files, Wendy. 92 gigs.
We gotta clean that stuff out every now and then.
Apparently so.
No, we rebooted.
What's up, Milo?
Jay uninstalled and reinstalled XSplit. We went up and power cycled the modem. We did everything. Everything you can do to clean the pipelines out to make this stream better. So, we'll see.
Yeah, that was a slight little issue, I'm sure. 92.
It probably was disturbed.
I would say no. Come on now, let's be fair. Probably only about 90 of the 92 gigs was for.
Oh, disclaimer.
The rest was YouTube videos.
Nice.
So yeah, welcome everybody again. Tell us about Infamous. We will talk about some Infamous. Takes time to remove the porn.
No. I just bought him a new computer. Was it last year or the year before?
Year before.
Yeah. I haven't even had a new computer. Mine is probably about 6 years old. So I'm due for the upgrade, not you.
Okay, Mom. So, yeah, we were just talking about Kenny a little bit, and he announced yesterday. In fact, why don't we just jump into the week, and I'll talk about that.
Why not?
Who earns it? We both do. How's that for a political answer? Wendy,
Yes.
153 more days.
Seriously?
Seriously, 153 more days. Football season kicks off. Cannot freaking wait.
Wow.
But what I was talking about just a little bit ago, let me bring it up here. Oops, I gotta find it. So yeah, as you guys know, Kenny is the owner of Sinking Ship. He's been on the show a few times now, and one of our sponsors. Awesome guy. He is actually opening up his first vape shop in a couple of weeks. So excited about that. So,
All right. The last Saturday of April is
yeah,
his grand opening.
so clear your calendar. I'm sure that I'll be hitting it Friday as well, stopping in to see him and giving him support and all. Kenny's just awesome people, just
Yes, he is.
yes, he is. So while we're here, we'll just go ahead and do the week that was. So the Final Four was played out this past week, and of course, North Carolina won that. I don't know why I said UConn. North Carolina won that. Pretty crappy game, actually. There was over 40 fouls called during the game, and the 3% shooting was down to like 14%. The 3-point shooting at one point. It was not one of the better finals out there. So we did talk last week about Oakland moving to Las Vegas, and that is now official. In fact, they already started selling the first season ticket holders. Bought their tickets already this past week, even though they won't be playing there until 2020. When your team makes you suffer through 14 years of losing and then leave just as they get good. The other big talk about Oakland this week, of course, has involved Marshawn Lynch and the fact that they are looking at picking him up. Marshawn's talking about coming back out of retirement. Seattle still owns his contract, so don't know how they're going to work all that out. But Marshawn apparently wants to play, and I did get a hold of transcripts from his visit to Oakland the other day, so I'll put these up here, and you guys can read it for yourselves. Actually, I should read it out. You should read it out.
I'm not going to read it.
I thought this was freaking hilarious.
I saw that on Facebook.
That's hilarious. What's up, Debbie, hon? The other major news this week, Wendy. Did you hear the other major NFL news?
I'm not sure, honestly. There's so much news. I can't possibly have heard it all.
Well, there is a big retirement announcement this week. Tony Romo is going to retire. Apparently, he is taking over Phil Simms' job at CBS, is what the talk is.
Is that real news?
That is real news.
I actually did hear about that, but I wasn't sure if it was real.
Yeah, he's really retiring.
Isn't it a shame when you just don't know anymore when you read something if it's true? Like, you have to validate it
I know.
6 different ways.
Fake news, yeah. Romo's going to broadcast for Fox. See, I'd heard he was taking over Phil Simms' job at CBS.
Well, I heard, either way, he's announcing, and that's,
So, yeah, good for him.
That's all I know.
We did mention last week that Brady's jerseys were found. Did you hear the whole entire story behind that?
I think you told it.
Well, apparently it was somebody somebody from Mexico had a media pass, but the way the whole case was cracked was thanks to this 19-year-old who was a big Patriots fan, also is a huge sports memorabilia collector, and does a lot of business on eBay. And apparently he purchased something from this same individual last year sometime. And at that time, the individual shared with him his collection of stuff that he was selling, which included this picture right here, when it comes up, which shows the Tom Brady jersey from the Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl which was also stolen. So the kid had asked him, how he got a hold of that, and the guy said, "Oh, it's a real interesting story. I'll have to tell you someday," and kind of left him hanging. And when all this broke about Tom Brady's jersey being stolen, this kid got a hold of the FBI, and lo and behold, turned out it was this guy. And they tracked him down via a couple emails that he had for the guy, and that's how they broke the case. So
Interesting.
yeah, so hats off to the 19-year-old for breaking the case.
Do you have music on?
I do not have music on at the moment. I'm gonna see if we can turn some music on here shortly. So
Oh man,
everybody saw this, I'm sure.
and a typo.
And is there a typo in there? Let me see if I can find it.
It's the first thing I saw before I even saw the flames.
The collapse.
Before I saw the flames, I saw the typo.
Well, apparently somebody from Atlanta wrote it. But still not the biggest collapse in Atlanta. They did a screenshot through all the smoke, and they found this underneath the smoke, Wendy.
Oh God, what's it gonna be? Oh, that's just wrong.
Too early?
Dude, we drove on that road like
I know,
2
twice.
days before that happened.
We drove across it a few times, actually. So.
And like we sat in traffic on that very same freaking road.
Yeah.
I
I'm
can't
not,
even believe it.
just so we get this out here, I'm not responsible for that fire, okay? Okay, so little bit of NASCAR news. That's football related as well. So it turns out that Axalta is the sponsor for the Dale Earnhardt car, Dale Earnhardt Jr. And apparently, Philadelphia Eagles are really, really, really tied in with Axalta. So this is the car that Earnhardt will be driving for the June 1st Pocono 500 race, which is all decked out in Eagles and what have you, which is just fan-freaking-tastic because Dale Earnhardt Jr. is a diehard Washington Redskins fan and is absolutely pissed that he has to drive this car.
Are you serious?
I am serious. He is not a happy camper about this. So,
Well, it could be worse. It doesn't look bad, actually.
well, I would look. It's an Eagles car. It's not going to go fast.
Hey, now. I used to be an Eagles fan. Were it not for marrying you, I
That's
still
right.
would be.
See, you upgraded by marrying me.
Well, we'll call it upgrading.
So baseball season kicked off this past Monday as well, Wendy. And this poor gentleman, did you hear about the guy who got hit 3 times in one at bat? Got hit 3 times.
No.
So he's up to bat. He gets hit by the pitch. So
Okay.
he claims his base. He goes to steal second, and the throw goes errant and bounces off of his rib cage.
Yikes.
So there's 2. Then on a wild pitch, he's on third. On a wild pitch, he goes to steal for home and ends up getting beamed in the head this time.
Seriously.
Yeah, they took him out of the game for concussion protocol, kept him out for the next couple games, I guess. But 3 times at one at bat, the poor dude.
I think somebody's trying to freaking tell him something. Jesus.
Yeah. So fortunately, he was okay. It did hit him on the flap instead of right in the head, so that got to take most of the brunt. So,
What part of the body is the flap?
goes over the ear on the helmet, the flap
Oh,
part.
the shieldy thing?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was called a flap.
Well, yes, that is the technical term, the flap.
Really?
I don't know. But yeah, apparently, he, bear with me here, is doing fine.
Well, good. Are you multitasking?
I am multitasking because I
Not
forgot where this was at, and I have to look up to see where it's at. Okay, good, got it. All right, so did you hear this part of the news this week? So apparently, there was a school in Pittsburgh, Kansas, that hired a brand new principal. Upon the principal's hiring, the journalism staff decided they wanted to interview her. And she was kind of shady about where she went to school. She really wasn't being too forthcoming about it. And the students, being the investigative journalists that they are, decided to investigate it themselves. And found out that the school that the principal claimed she got her master's and doctorate was actually a diploma farm. Basically, it's a fake school that gives out fake diplomas. And she did not have the credentials. So she ended up resigning, and no word doesn't want to do any interviews, has nothing to say, but was quoted as saying this.
Very
The question is, how is it that these 2, 4, 6, 7 8 students, 9 students, whatever, were able to discover this, and the people who were hiring didn't?
It's a little scary.
How do they not look into what's going on? How do they not, validate her credentials? Oh, you say you have your doctorate? We'll take you at your word.
Interesting.
Yeah, so kudos to those kids. Sad news today, Wendy.
Yes.
Two notable deaths today. I don't know if you heard.
I heard about one.
Which one did you hear about?
Don Rickles.
Don Rickles did pass away today.
Is that one of the two?
That is one of the two, correct.
He lived a nice long life. 90 is respectable.
Yeah. I can't say that I was ever really a Don Rickles fan. I know of him. I know he was at one time like the guy who killed it at Celebrity Roast. He was known for his put downs and what have you.
Crude humor.
Yeah, and that's all I really knew about Don Rickles. I know he was more of like my mom and dad's type of comedian.
Well, who else died?
Who else died, you may not be aware of, but it is a huge thing. The father of Loud died today, Wendy.
Wait. Okay, go ahead.
The father of Loud, Jim Marshall, creator of the Marshall amp.
No way!
Passed away at 88 today. Marshall, of course, has been used from everybody from Jimi Hendrix to Eric Clapton to Slash to... everybody in the music industry has used a Marshall amp at one time or another. So, yes, sad to hear, including me, and sad to hear of his passing. So,
I read that I wasn't sure. I didn't know that was his nickname, but that makes sense. But I read somewhere that the guy who created the Trans-Siberian.
I did see that late tonight. I just didn't get time to do it.
Yeah, was that today as well?
Yep, the founder of the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. He passed away today too.
He was like 61.
So,
ridiculous.
So we just got back from Atlanta, and in roughly a month, Wendy.
Yes.
Is
Foxwoods.
National Vape Expo up at Foxwoods, right? Massachusetts, Connecticut. We will be up there with Infamous on May 6th and 7th. So if you're going to be there, please come by and see us. I know Jazzy's going to be going up there. I don't know what other host will be going, but Jazzy will definitely be going there.
So that's 4 weeks from Saturday.
Get out of here, Spygo! You're going.
That is going to sneak up on us.
That
so
is.
quickly.
I just said that, Condi. You just missed that. That was the last meme. Here, I'll put it back up. Awesome, Spygo. Definitely, man. I look forward to meeting you, brother. See, look at that. Speak and you shall receive, Condi. You were just about 3 minutes too late.
Wow, my chat must be really behind. Because you were addressing Condi, and I didn't even see Condi's post in chat until after you changed the picture back. Who died in 2012?
Not according to Fox News today.
That would be really funny.
See, more fake news, Wendy. Damn it.
Did that giraffe have its baby yet?
I don't think that giraffe's pregnant.
The giraffe is pregnant.
I don't think that giraffe's pregnant. See, I have to go check this out now.
Oh, Jesus. Now he's detoured.
I am. Because I pulled that off of Fox News today.
Is that my coffee meme?
That's your coffee meme. You check out the coffee meme. I'm going to check this out.
Oh, just as if on cue, there's Albie. It's going to be like another Bum Phillips.
It is. Another Bum Phillips.
The giraffe is pregnant. Oh my goodness. Tell me he's been dead for 5 years. Good Lord. I'll just stare at my coffee meme.
You are correct, sir. But wait, hold that thought. Hold that thought.
What?
Just give me a second.
I'm giving a second.
Talk amongst yourselves. Do you like your coffee meme, by the way?
I do. Thank you very much. It's quite nice.
Why, absolutely.
It reminds me of a meme I meant to send Leanne earlier that I forgot about.
Them bastards. Wait, I gotta screen share this. Hold on.
What are you sharing?
I'm screen sharing this.
No, we didn't.
Okay, so this is where I pulled this, and I pulled it at the same time I pulled the Don Rickles one. It was right freaking there. This is Fox News. Them bastards.
Why would they regurgitate news from 5 years ago?
I have no freaking earthly idea. Okay.
How many things you got open over there?
It's the anniversary of his death. I have nothing open. Just that. I had that open. That's all I had open.
That's it?
That's it.
Don't open anything else.
Okay.
I see. Well, so hey.
Apparently, Bum Phillips and Jim Marshall were having a reunion today.
You seem to be the most common thing you're incorrect about is when people die.
I don't
know if that means anything.
I apparently am just not going to announce people's deaths anymore. So, why are we buffering now?
Are we still? Or is it over?
I don't know. It looked like it was buffering.
I don't know. Oh, thank you. I think Jay looks nice.
Why, thank you. I missed your Facebook PM. I did, because you yell at me, John, when I have my phone near the...
Yeah, don't get your phone near the computer because it makes loud noises.
Boop, boop, boop.
Jay is easily distracted by Facebook messages. So you see you message him, and then he turns around, and then he loses his train of thought, and then he's back on the computer.
I will have to read that later, John.
That's why I don't even bother trying to send him messages anymore while we're doing our show. I used to hold up notebooks and like snap my fingers and like try and be all discreet and stuff. Now it's like, hey, what the hell?
This is my sinking ship hat.
I like that hat.
Da, 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 da. That's okay. I don't care. I'm in one of those kind of moods.
But I have like zero content, so. I look really tired too. I didn't put on any extra makeup.
I am really tired.
Sorry.
Okay, so let's carry on with the show, Wendy. What do you have to add, to contribute for this week?
To the week that was?
To the week that was.
Seriously, you want to get me started?
Don't talk about dead people.
Well, she's not dead yet.
Without confirming.
Well, she could end up dead, but... So yeah, last Friday, so we did the show Thursday night, exhausted, midnight, go to bed at like 1, right? Work. No indication I'm going to have any responsibility for the weekend until about 3 freaking o'clock when I get a call from my mom. Are you coming up? You coming up tonight? You coming up tomorrow? You're not coming up at all. Your sister has to go home to file her taxes. All right, on a Saturday, whatever. So, 4:30, I wrap it up, pack it up, drive 2 hours up, spend Friday night there, Saturday, Sunday. I leave Monday morning, 5:30, to go to Harrisburg. No problem. Monday's great, wonderful. Come home, start my week over. Tuesday morning, phone rings. my sister left. She bailed on my mom. She left. She's on FMLA for 12 weeks. 3 weeks in, she quits. My mom calls. What are you doing this week? Your sister left. So, Wednesday night, I went up after work, slept over, drove home this morning at 5:30 so I could work at 8. Doing this tonight. Tomorrow, working, leaving, driving up, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, coming back Monday morning, going back up Wednesday night. What the hell are you talking about? The next day, I mean, it's going to be a process, but she completely bailed. So that was my week. Good, fun stuff. I know, right? Exactly. So
I get to play Bachelor last weekend. I get to play Bachelor
he
this
made himself a
weekend.
steak on the first night I wasn't here. I'm like, so, did you eat some, Taco Bell or whatever? And he's like, no, I made a steak. I'm like, you seriously made a fucking steak when I'm not here? Got the whole bed to himself, slept in, hanging out, Oh, I don't know. He might have had a baked potato with it. Anything's possible. I came home, did the laundry, emptied the garbage, filed the taxes today. Oh, that's another story. I have no idea. I don't even know if what I submitted is really right or not. I tried to file it through H&R Block, and it keeps pushing you up to like the $54.99 deal, and it said I owed. So I tried through TurboTax. It did the same thing. Started me at free, then deluxe, and then ultra or whatever. Same price. I get $2 refund on theirs. So Jay's like, try it on this other one. So I did it on this other one, and it says we've got like a $600 refund or something. And Jay's like, that one, file that one. But it didn't ask near as many questions as the others, so I'm really just completely not confident that it's accurate. But I attested to its accuracy, so we'll just see what happens.
I'm just happy we don't owe this year after 10 years of owing.
Well, after we get audited, we probably will, but for now, it looks like we're on the plus side.
You know they're going to flag that one. They're going to be like, look, they've owed every year for the last 10. Something's up with that.
Actually, Mr. Crispers, that's the one we went with. Well, it's already filed. Too late now. I just had to get it done. I filed local. We broke even. I filed state. We got like $87. And then, federal, it's usually owing thousands and thousands. So owing 400 wasn't horrible. Owing 2, not or getting $2 was like, woohoo.
Generally, no jail time for the first offense.
Oh, good. Good. I'm real happy. Yes, Jay's birthday is coming.
Shut up, Albie.
Yep. On the 17th, Jay will be how old?
37.
That is not correct.
I will be 48, Wendy.
That sounds more like it.
48.
He wants one of those, what are they called again?
Oh, the Reverend, the cartels.
Reverend. You still want one, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
See, by the time your birthday comes and you get one of those, you're going to want something different.
Not quite the 50th yet, Condi.
No, he's got a little bit to go there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and I still have pneumonia. I'm about halfway through my antibiotics. So I'm trying really hard to not die.
Nope, Darth. I can't say that he did.
Oh, Lord.
Dude,
I don't think he really...
Albie, if you sent a glitter bomb here, I promise you, Wendy will...
Vacuum it?
Huh?
Vacuum it?
No, you'd probably shave his beard off. when you saw
No. I would blame you for opening it because you should know better.
Yeah.
I don't even know like what a good gag gift is to give somebody that's not like also somewhat destructive. You certainly can't send it to you at work because that would be a disaster. So, I don't know. I was debating between like a prank gift and an actual legit present. So, what you should do is give me like a half a dozen ideas so that it's sort of a surprise because I suck at keeping secrets.
I don't really need or want anything.
You lie.
Oh, seriously. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting one of the cartel mods, but do I need one? No.
Well, the thing is, you want to pick out your own color. So
That's.
So if I pick you a color and you think it's awful, I don't know. I will vacuum it. I'll laugh and then I'll vacuum it because he won't vacuum it.
I promise you, she'll be pissed.
I don't think I'd be pissed.
Oh, I think you'd be pissed.
It will depend on where you open it. If you like open it over my keyboard or something, then I'd be pissed.
That will be in the carpet forever.
Well, it'll jazz it up a little.
Yeah.
the carpet out here could use a little updating.
Yeah, I
Get
guess.
an excuse to rip it up.
I guess you got a point there. So.
I know, Darth. That's where he saw them, and
Sonny has them open.
if I go anywhere, that's probably going to be where I go too. So.
To Sonny? Why? Just wait till we go to National Vape.
Because that's after your birthday, and then you'll be bitching that you didn't get a present.
Whatever.
You will be. Watch.
Whatever.
Your birthday's the day after Easter too.
Whatever. My birthday has never fallen on Easter. The day before, the day after, never on Easter.
I don't know what to make of that.
I don't either.
That's probably right, Red Chick. Lots and lots of glitter everywhere for years.
Yeah. Albie, don't be sending me no glitter bombs, damn it. Anyway. How about we do something for one of our sponsors?
You decide who.
How about seeing how we've been talking about sinking ship? How about we start off with Kenny?
All right.
Sinking ship. So as I announced earlier, and I'll put back up here again, Kenny is going to be opening up his first vape shop at the end of this month, and we couldn't be happier for him. The 28th it is his grand opening.
It's 29th.
I do, Condi. I do. Condi, you missed the story last week of my attempt to purchase one. I'll have to tell you after we talk about Sinking Ship. The 28th is the grand opening. 29th is the big cloud comp and party and all that stuff. So it's kind of a two-day event thing. So
nice.
So anyway, let's talk a little bit about Sinking Ship. I am 18 and older, Wendy. I am. Let me in.
I wonder if our code still works.
See, I have the beanie. I need to get the baseball jersey, Wendy.
I love that jersey.
I'll have to remind Kenny that he owes me one of those.
Does he?
Yes. So let's talk a little bit about Sinking Ship. As you guys know, Kenny is from up by us. Has been a long time friend of mine. Has an excellent line of liquids that a lot of folks in here have gotten to try, and who a lot of them really like them. Perfect Storm is his take on like the gummy peach rings. Abyss is one of my all-time favorite custards. It is a nice blend of 15 different spices and vanillas and nuts, and just all mixed together to create just this phenomenally good custard. SOS is his take on the candy runts. Sparrow is a white chocolate covered strawberry. Very delicate chocolate taste to that. It's not. You get a really good strawberry. The chocolate is kind of a nice undertone to it. The Black Pearl is a pineapple custard. in my opinion, it is really good. I just can't do pineapple vapes. They make me cough. I really, really wish I could vape that one because it is really good. Lost Soul is his latest one, which is a peach vanilla ice cream. And that is the Sinking Ship line. Kenny is, like I said, been a long-time sponsor with us, and one of the awesome things about Kenny is he is just so generous. So there's a lot of our folks that have won who have ended up getting more than what they won. He'll send an extra bottle or two, or he's just a really, really, really awesome guy, and I couldn't be happier for him about opening up his new shop. So
That's right. So let me bring up my randomizer. I wonder now that you did some stuffs with your computer if my sharing will work or not.
I don't know. Let's try it and see what happens. Let's see if you break it or not.
I just shared it.
Okay. Well, seeing how that one shared, let's see if this one shares. It did not, Wendy.
It didn't?
Hold on. Just give me a second.
Yeah, do your thing.
Let's do this. No, it is not sharing, Wendy.
That's okay. We'll just do it the way I always do it.
Let me try it this way.
Wow, there's a lot more participants than I thought there would be in the chat.
No. Okay, so no, it's not working.
Alright, let me grab my chatters. Alright.
Yeah, Darth, I don't know what it is about pineapple is the only flavor that does that to me. Every time I vape pineapple, it irritates my throat. I just start coughing like crazy. And I'm not sure what it is in the pineapple that does that.
Just taking the spaces out.
I have the Throne, the 75 watt. I love it.
Alright, chatters up.
Let's see. Okay, let me screen capture that. Alrighty.
Just capture like the first 4 or 5, so you don't need the whole list.
It doesn't matter. That's not the part is. That's the pain in the
Because
butt.
I don't think this will get piffed too far.
Alright, well here we go.
So we're going to have 2 winners. Each of you will get a 60 mil of Sinking Ship
Nightbot one.
for roughly $3 top to bottom. The winners will forward me their email, and I will forward that to Kenny, and Kenny will make each individual a code for their use that you use on the website to get the reduction. So he's been CCing us, which is fantastic because we don't always get that. This way I know that the winner was contacted.
So Nightbot one.
So Pen and Callie is first. And that's awesome. This Nightbot, Condi saw that she was second and piffed. And it goes to Mike.
Michael Moore.
Sorry. Yeah, Nightbot pissed. I usually delete Nightbot and myself, but I didn't feel that lucky anyway, so even if I would have got it, I would have piffed. I always piff. Okay, so Pen and Callie and Mike Moore. He. Yeah. I caught myself.
Who'd you call she?
Condi.
Oh.
Okay. So, Pen and Callie and Mike, just shoot me an email at ohmfieldadvantageshow@gmail.com with your screen name, your real name, and that you want Sinking Ship. And I will just copy and paste your emails and send them to Kenny. You don't need to give me flavor, Nick, please. I always feel bad when people do that when we don't need it, because it's like, You spent all that time trying to send me all this stuff, and all I'm gonna do is send it to Kenny, and he's gonna send you an email for you to shop yourself. So,
All right. So what would you like to talk about next there?
I don't even know.
You know, I was we'd mentioned we stopped at Higgy's.
Yes, we did. Have you had a chance to try everything they sent home with you?
Everything but the pipe one. That's the only one I didn't try yet. And they're all fantastic. I haven't got to try a ton of their because they have so much. I mean,
They have so much.
yeah. But I was always a fan of the Vanilla Nuts and a couple of the other ones. And this was the first time I got to try any of their peanut butter ones, and I got the PB&J Blackberry and Blueberry, and they're both freaking fantastic. And the clove one that they have is spot on for the Durham cloves. You know what? I haven't even messaged them and thanked them yet, Wendy. I totally forgot. I'll have to send them a message, unless they're watching. And if they're watching, thank you. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Wasn't there a new flavor for Sinking Ship? The newest flavor was the Perfect Storm, which is the vanilla. Wait, see? Hold on a minute. Now you got me thinking here. Hold on. The Perfect Storm is... Why do I have to sign into that again, Wendy?
I don't even know what
I'm
you're
still
doing.
over 18. The last... oh, not Perfect Storm. Lost Soul is their latest one, and that's the peach and vanilla ice cream. So what are you doing over there?
What do you care?
Well, excuse me. Wow. Don't mind me.
Are you looking at my screen shares?
We're only doing We're only doing a show here.
No, I saw Janet asked how long it takes for Kenny to send out codes, and Kenny just CC'd me yesterday on his 2 winners. So I went to make sure that he sent it to her too, and it looked like he only sent them to me.
And
I thought I was just CC'd.
Oh, so you're supposed to send them off to them?
I didn't know that I was, but I'm copying and pasting his email for both of these winners to the winners.
Wow.
It was yesterday. I thought I was just CC'd, so you have to understand. He makes a custom code for each person, so.
Kenny's a little slow. Kenny is Kenny definitely lives on Kenny time. If Kenny tells you he's going to be there at 2 o'clock, you can expect him to be there about 10:30.
No, we love.
Not early, late. Yeah, because that TV's messed up. When you turn it off, it takes forever for it to come back on. Don't ask.
Or never.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's very sensitive. It's a crapshoot when you hit the power button if it'll actually turn on or not. So we just leave it on and turn off the satellite so that you can't see Law and Order behind us. That would be wrong.
Apparently, you missed earlier in the show, Darth, when I said that I had cleared out 92 gigabytes of temporary internet files.
I don't think you missed it.
Apparently, the porn's on a computer.
Ay. That's a good idea.
Are you sure you're over 18? We should cut you in half. Count your rings.
That's a very creative way to identify your age.
Yeah, it works for trees.
Well.
So, Wendy. Somebody said
Yes.
Wendy.
What? Just filing my sinking ship emails. Oh, so I don't know. I usually don't do it this way, but I'm still working on my 18 or 19 winners of all my bazillion contests from football. And I sent out my feelers to get feedback, basic demographics, and just ask some general questions like, do you tank or drip? What's your nick? Just because I don't even know what I'm putting in these things yet, other than the fact that I ordered 18 RDAs. And about 15 of the people told me they tank. I never should have.
That'll learn you.
I never should have even asked. I should have just got the addresses and mailed them RDAs.
That'll learn you.
Because you know what? I mean, I can't reorder a whole bunch of tanks because I already spent the money, So
They'll be all right.
I mean, maybe they could trade.
They'll be all right.
So, everyone will get a surprise. Some people get multiple surprises. Maybe not even ones that they can use, but hey, it's a prize. I didn't realize so many people tank. I was quite surprised, actually, to see how many people tank. So, yeah, I really thought dripping was the thing, Maybe I just hang out with more drippers then.
I am not a big fan of the tanks. I have a Cleto, and I will say we were using the stick V8s for our testers at the show, and this little baby beast that's on here isn't bad, but nowhere near the flavor that you get from dripping. I've yet to find a tank that gives you that kind of flavor.
I think a lot of people just don't have the patience to build, so they steer clear. But I mean, maybe they just don't want to spend the money, and this way, maybe if somebody gives them an RDA, they can, not feel guilty about buying something that they're not going to use. They could just give it a try, and if they hate it, then they could just throw it away and not feel like they lost something.
Tanks are a billion times better than what they used to be. I was going through some of my old boxes the other day. Is it in this drawer? Hold on.
What'd you find?
I found a box to an old tank, and I don't know if I'm going to be able... I think I might have thrown it out. Give me a second. Yeah,
I think I actually found... I think I got most of my emails back. I'm still trying to track down one guy. Let me bring up my spreadsheet for a second and just see if I can... If he's in the room, that would be really cool. I sent him a friend request, and he didn't accept it, and it's the only way I can really reach him.
I must have thrown it out. But I had actually found a box for when I bought a brand new Kanger Pro Tank when they first came out.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Let's see. I heard from Danimal, Holdall, Big Lenny. I heard from Stingray, Disturbed, and Joanne. I heard from Eli, Danimal, Poetic Will, Vapor Mama. I heard from Steve, Jeff, Will, Joe, Kevin, Martin. Okay, this guy, it's another Joe, Team Tasty Cloud. I think his name is Joe George. I don't know what his screen name might be if he even watches the show.
Just put a post in our group. That's obviously where he entered the contest
He
from.
found it in there, and I assume he watched the show to have found his way to our group in the first place. But he's the only person I didn't hear from yet for all the emails I sent out. So almost there. Hopefully by the end of this month I'll have everything ready to go.
But yeah, I found a box to the very first Kanger Pro Tank when it first came out.
Wow.
And when that first came out, that thing was amazing. And if you gave that to somebody right now who has been vaping with like the Baby Beast or the Cleto, and you gave them that tank with the coils and said, "Here you go," they'd laugh at you.
Oh, you should be. Oh boy. You're pretty interesting. There actually are some in there that are quite vapeable, but there's also some that, the garlic bread I would immediately throw away because it'll corrupt your coils.
Yeah, if you're gonna try it, definitely do it in something that you don't like.
Yeah,
because there ain't no coming back. There ain't no coming back from that one.
I thought, you didn't throw your Relo away, did you? Just the tank?
No, I wouldn't. Why would I throw the mod away?
Well, because the whole thing smelled. I mean, it was awful. Awful.
No, just the tank. So, how about we talk about another sponsor?
Okay.
What one did you pick this time?
Well, I don't think I got my winner last week for Liberty, and it's still valid if you follow through. I mean, there's not really a defined time limit unless I end up sending Ron like 3 winners at one time and he wonders what the hell happened. But we did a Liberty giveaway last week. I just didn't get an email from a winner saying that they paid their buck for the bottle and bada bing bada boom. But Why don't you go ahead and talk about Liberty?
So Liberty Vapor is one of our original sponsors, and have a wonderful array of e-liquids. What is this one, Wendy? Raspberry Beret.
The kind you find at a secondhand store?
I would imagine.
What?
Let's go find out, Wendy. I am not familiar with said Raspberry Beret.
I'm not either.
And Raspberry, that's another new one. So Raspberry Beret is a creamy raspberry cheesecake.
Ooh.
Ah.
Ah. That sounds tasty.
That sounds delicious.
Sounds like carbs.
No, there is no carbs. That is the great thing, Wendy. No carbs. And what was the other one? Oh, the Rasmonade. I'm betting is a raspberry lemonade, Wendy.
That would be my guess as well.
Wow. I did see, let's go back to the beginning here. He has his spinners on here now. Look at that. So you can actually get Liberty Vapor spinners.
Doesn't take too much to excite you, does it?
Well, you know, I like this Skull and Bones one, Wendy. That's kind of cool looking, don't you think?
And they do carry a full array of authentic hardware.
What do you think? That's kind of cool, don't you think?
That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
copper?
I don't know. Brass, probably.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, as Wendy was saying, Liberty's website has a full array of everything from tanks to starter kits to the spinners to, let's see, let's get into...
Do they still have those Avid Life mods?
Check back later.
Very nice, expensive, beautiful mods.
They are still, they still carry a lot of Avid Life stuff, and a few other mods here I see now. Vapor Flask, the Scoundrels, so quite a few, yeah. But what we're giving away, of course, is a 30 ml of one of their delicious flavors. And just to go over a couple of those that I really like, the Cream Liberté is an excellent creme brulee. If you like a tobacco vape, the Elder Statesman is more of that pipe tobacco flavor. It's a Cavendish and cream. If you are into really good fruit vape, the Dragon Fruit and Lychee, the Golden Dragon, is a really popular one of theirs, as well as the Melon Mania. The Purple Rain is a blueberry and pomegranate that is really, really good. The Strawberry Banana Milkshake, probably one of the best milkshake style vapes that I've ever had. They're turning tricks, of course. They're known for as well. It's a cereal milk, and the YMCB is a really nice cinnamon bun vape. So they have a wide variety of really, really good vapes. So you won a spinner from Freeze on Mod Envy last week. That's awesome.
Cool.
Let's see. So Wendy,
for Liberty, we're going to do one winner. Basically, I will direct the winner to a specific link on Liberty's page where you will pay $1 plus shipping for, it's just like a neutral $1 purchase. After you've done that, you send me the winner's email with your flavor and nick. I send that to Ron. He matches it up with the $1. He ships you your
bada bing, bada boom.
Bada boom. So, yep, $1 plus shipping.
Somebody's messaging me again, Wendy.
Ignore it.
But what if it's important?
They know we're doing our show.
What if it's one of our sponsors saying, give this away?
I don't think that'll happen during the show.
It has. It has in the past.
It's not going to happen tonight. Just stop looking at your phone. Okay, I'm going to grab my chatters.
Cool. Thanks, Milo.
Copy. Paste. Deleting spaces. Nice sized group in here tonight. Oops. Leave Nightbot in there because I don't care. And me. And random.
Darth's gonna start messaging random shit to me. I will just ignore it because Wendy yells at me. Yeah, what if it was Publishers Clearinghouse saying that we won?
They wouldn't.
And you have to respond in the next 15 seconds.
Whatever.
See?
That is so unlikely.
But it could happen.
It's not going to happen.
But with our luck, it would happen and we would ignore it, Wendy.
It's not going to happen. Are you pulling random?
Am I pulling random? As soon as you share it with me, I will gladly
Dude,
put
I
it.
shared it with you like half an hour ago.
Dude, I'm telling you, I don't have it.
I'll unshare it and reshare it.
You do that. Thank you. Now I have it. I don't know why you make it more difficult than it needs to be, Wendy.
Yeah.
Ba 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 da ba da da. All right. So our winner is Wendy. You can go ahead and announce the winner.
I can't pronounce that. Kazan.
Is it Daedalus Kazan?
Datalis?
Daedalus?
Datalus?
Daedalus?
I don't know.
Bada
That
bing?
person, that individual, assuming you're U.S., I don't know about Ron sending anything out of the U.S., you're the winner of Liberty for $1 plus shipping. If you're interested.
Can't see number one.
Then it goes to Legend Vapes. Enlarge your screen, John. I can see it.
That's how I said.
Oh, you're in
Daedalus.
Canada.
Let's.
Thank you for letting us know.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know if Ron sends to Canada or not.
Is Legend Vapes in the room?
You see four
Oh,
first.
wow.
How do you see four first?
That is very interesting.
If I lower it down like this, can you see it now, John?
If you see 4 first, then that means the top of our heads are cut off. Sorry. Let me tell you, my mom, she lives 2 hours north of here. 2 solid hours north. So we went to sleep at like 1. And then went to sleep at 1. I set my alarm for 5:15. By 5:30, I was out the door and in my car, driving down in the pouring rain on this back road with deer and freaking craziness. It's crazy.
Thought you were going to say on a dark desert highway.
No, it was nothing even remotely like a dark desert highway. It's more like
With Cool Whip in your hair.
a treacherous death trap of a road. 10 years younger? You're so sweet.
That's mean. She's 11 years younger.
I'll take it. Did Legend Vapes respond?
No, somebody said that they were no longer in the room.
Really? Interesting. How would you know, though? Because the only people that can pull participants is people with wrenches. Well, I'll give it another moment or two, and if I don't hear anything from Legend, then it's going to go to Vape King, who's already being congratulated.
Vapor Owl, what's up?
So, now I'm not going to re-roll. Vape King it is. And that's that.
I do look younger in person, don't I?
Vape King.
I'm one of the few people who have ever met Condi in person.
So, Vape King, here's what I need you to do, dear.
It was in between one of his prison stays.
Follow this link. Why are you piffing?
That's no joke. Every time Wendy and I meet somebody, meet a viewer at a show, it never fails. They say, "Wow, I thought you were taller."
I thought you were taller. We won't talk about that.
Yeah, I thought you were divorced.
I don't know. Every time I say anything about your height when we met, that's the first thing you say. Vape King, just follow that link to the contest winners for Ohm Field Advantage on Liberty's site. They have it set up just special for us because they love us.
See, Deb thought I was tall too.
And when you go to that link, you're going to just, whenever you have time, it doesn't need to be right now or even today or even tomorrow, just whenever you feel like it, go pay the $1 plus shipping and then send us a winner's email after you've done that with your flavor and nick. Got it? Simple. Easy peasy.
Hey, I never claimed to be tall.
And as soon as I have that and I send it to Liberty, they are like super fast. And I know that from other viewers. I've already had people buy the bottle tonight. I send it to Ron the next day, and like the same week, they've already got their bottle posted on our wall, which is pretty awesome.
That's all right. What I lack in height, I make up in other areas. Right, Wendy?
Yes.
I have big ears.
Ah, you're so funny.
Big feet.
Can you believe my sister left my mom alone?
Yes. Absolutely. Without a doubt, yes.
She blew out my mom's pilot light on her heat source.
On the way out.
And this is what I have to deal with. I'm a mother of 8, grandmother of 8, married,
See,
full-time employee, master's college student. For 4 months have been taking care of my mom. And my sister, who has FMLA, leaves her alone after 3 weeks. When I was coming back up this weekend, I was going to come back up Friday night anyway. She leaves her. She leaves her.
Do you know what the good news is, don't you?
I really don't.
That just moves us up in the will.
I might be the only one left on
Yeah,
the will.
you actually might be the only one left in the will. Sharon, what's up, hon? Haven't seen you in a while.
I'm certainly not in it for that, but damn. I mean...
Who are you kidding? She's outliving both of us.
The sister in Wisconsin, she's totally on the shit list.
Arbins, what's up?
The one in Pittsburgh who couldn't even take a weekend to come up because she works 2 part-time jobs and she's the breadwinner and can't afford anything.
Where's the one in Pittsburgh going, Wendy?
She's in Disney. She left for Disney.
Hey, your mom's been in the hospital for 6 months and finally get to go home. What are you going to do now? I'm going to Disney World.
I'm going to Disney. This is fucking hysterical. Okay, so I couldn't even lie. I should cover her face, but glad to hear you're feeling better. By the way, I'm leaving for Disney and I'll be gone till fucking Sunday. Seriously. I hope you get some relief. Just a heads up, I leave for Disney tomorrow until Sunday. I'm chaperoning 140 fucking kids on a band trip to Disney for a week. See ya.
I'll get my picture taken with Mickey and send it to you.
Don't tell Mom.
Yeah. Yeah. P.S. Don't let Mom know I'm going to Disney World.
Sorry to say, Mom already knows. Totally on the shit list. Michelle's out. Kathy left her key. She's totally dead. She's dead to me. That's Mom's opinion. So yeah, I'm the only one left. I'm the baby. And I'm not even her blood child. I'm the stepdaughter. I am the step baby daughter.
God, I like Conti's answer. He'd do that only if there's a lot of single mothers going.
I don't even know. Yeah, it's so unbelievable. Most of the time, I just sit here and shake my head, and Jay looks at me, he's like, what? And I'm like, I can't even articulate the thoughts in my own head because I'm so dumbfounded that this is what's happening in my world. It's a wonder I can even do my job, honestly. That's what keeps me completely centered. Everything else is just spinning. So
Look, I don't want to say that it's affecting the house, but for dinner tonight, I had mozzarella sticks and fried mushrooms. Just saying.
hey, you had popcorn chicken.
Oh, and a couple pieces of popcorn chicken.
You could have stopped at the store and got anything you wanted.
What'd you
Hey,
make?
did I not give you a lunch
Wait,
allowance?
what did you make for your mom for dinner last night?
Leftovers.
Oh, well, I didn't even get those.
And they weren't even leftovers from a dinner I had. They were leftovers when her and Kathy went out to eat on Monday night. I had to eat Kathy's half-chewed leftovers for my dinner. What were you saying again about what you had that was crappy? Oh, unchewed food? That's nice. I'm so happy for you.
That's all right.
I had to eat a half-eaten wrap that her little fingers were all over that shit. And she smokes, too. So, yuck.
How was that?
It wasn't good.
No, probably not.
My stomach hurt all day yesterday.
Probably felt like there were rockets going off in your stomach, didn't it?
Something like
Speaking of rockets, how about we talk about some rocket sheep, Lindy?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, Nitro.
That was from the Nitro School of Segways.
Oh my! I can't even believe I can't even believe that.
I went there, Wendy. I went there.
You did.
So
You get like 4.75 points for that.
no, that was actually pretty good.
Just for effort.
That was a great one because nobody saw it coming. Everybody knows that that nitros are coming. That was out of nowhere, Wendy.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah, I am too,
one.
actually. These jokes just write themselves. All right, so Rocket Sheep. We told you guys last week got to hang out with Kat. She is just so awesome. I'm hoping they're going to be up at Vape Northeast. But the Rocket Sheep line is one of those lines that I really gravitate to because there's not a flavor in this line that I wouldn't vape. They're all just really, really good, really well done. The AU is their take on a lemon bar. It is a nice... It's not a tart lemon. It's not a sweet lemon. It is just a nice lemon flavor with a little bit of pastry note. The Cloud Sat is their take on the banana bread pudding. Taurus is a strawberry donut. October Sky is a banana runt. Purple Alien is a very well done vanilla custard. Enterprise is a tobacco vape that they list as an RY4. To me, it's more along the lines of a pipe tobacco. It's that nice, rich tobacco flavor with just a little bit of vanilla in it. So that's the original Rocket Sheep line. And then, of course, the Infused line is their latest, and that is a very well done strawberry tea, a peach, a watermelon, and a mango. And they're just pretty well straightforward vapes, kind of reminiscent of the old school. You ordered a watermelon, you got a watermelon. It wasn't watermelon with all these notes and overtones and undertones and what have you. Just a straightforward watermelon vape, a straightforward mango vape. The strawberry tea is the latest one that I've got to try from them. That is a fantastic tea vape with just a nice, refreshing strawberry base to it. And then the other new one is the one that's all the craze on Giant Vapes right now. It sold out immediately once it went on there, and that's the Dark Matter, which is their take on a funnel cake. And it is just that. It is that nice powdery sugar, the nice pastry of the funnel cake is just very, very well done. Again, the Rocket Sheep line is just a fantastic line. I recommend any one of those flavors to anybody. If you can't find something in the Rocket Sheep line that you like, you really, really have a finicky palate.
Yeah, they have quite a variety.
Yeah,
When I see their labels, I don't even know how it happened, but I think it was 2 nights ago. I ended up watching Willy Wonka with Gene Wilder, the original Willy Wonka, and the Amazing Chocolate Factory. where they come to that scene with the wallpaper where they lick the wallpaper. I see those labels, and they should make them flavored. You just lick the label. The lemons taste like lemons, and the mangoes taste like mangoes. You know, you almost want them to have a schnozberry flavor. No, I did not. I wish I got a sheep.
We have to work on getting you a sheep. Actually, it wasn't Wendy that needed the new sheep. It was Leanne.
No, Leanne does. She ripped some body parts off of it.
Leanne ripped the leg off it. Was going to give it to.
I love that movie too. Gene Wilder, man, those eyes. I'll tell you, my mom was in love with that man.
Wendy was going to give it to Riz. That's who it was. Or Leanne was.
I want one.
Yeah, Debbie, yeah, AU is probably one of my all-time favorite lemon vapes. Lemon's one of those, to me, you either get one that's too sweet or too tart. And this just carries that fine balance right there.
Just right.
So, where it is, exactly, just right. So
for Rocket Sheep,
Mr. Crisper said I should do voiceover work, Wendy.
You know, I could almost imagine you doing that. You know what my mom said? She said you should run for mayor.
For mayor?
Yes.
I can't run for mayor. Jim's mayor. I can't run against Jim.
If someone beats Jim, you should run against that guy. Next year.
Okay.
Just saying. She thinks you'd make a mighty fine mayor.
Well, that's mighty nice of her. I'm not sure why she says that, but okay.
It's out of context, but it just popped in my head.
Okay.
Anyway, can you imagine that Mayor Jay Picard?
You just want to be married to the mayor.
You know, that would actually be pretty cool.
You just want to be the mayor's wife.
I want to be Mrs. Mayor.
Does the mayor get a house?
Mrs. Mayor.
I never asked Jim. Does the mayor get his own house like the governor does?
So, I'm looking for a house for my mom. And in Lansford here, this crap hole town, I found this piece of real estate. It's like 3,000 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, 1.5-bath house with an attached commercial business with off-street parking and like a covered patio. $15,000. I can only imagine what it needs, but it reads like it's great, you know? It's like, ooh, la la la, look at all this space. It's not even that old. It's all brick, looks real solid. It's got a business, its own commercial. It's right across from the post office, right in the heart of town. 15 grand. I'm totally serious.
Yeah, that's
I seriously want to.
That's where the property values have went in our town. We will never, ever. We could wait and let our great grandkids sell this house, and they might recoup the money that we spent on it then.
I seriously want to. No, we live in
Lansford
County. Yeah.
Over by
I think
Jim
we want to
Port.
go see it just for fun because that's actually one of the more expensive properties in town. I found other like twins and such for like $7,000 for a whole house. 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, $7,000. So this is like twice as much.
No, actually,
it's fantastic.
It's not a fixer-upper or a burner-downer, and it even has it's a house with a
business
with a business attached to it.
So if the business is good, we could rent the business out while we fix the house up with proceeds, you know, and then maybe it turns into something. But
the problem is no businesses
nobody's
do good.
buying here.
No businesses do good in this town. See, the problem with this town, we live in a coal area, and once the coal industry died, this area died. So any kind of industry that was around us moved. It went away. So people commute a good hour. Yeah, a good hour to work from here easily. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is, because the area is so suppressed, drugs obviously have become a big issue here.
You mean meth labs?
So we've had 7 meth labs is what we're up to now that have been busted in this town, which, you know, nobody wants to live in a town that has meth labs, let's face it.
It could be worse, dear.
Yeah, so.
None of it exploded yet.
Red Chick lived in Shamokin. Yeah, Shamokin's a big coal mining area. Centralia,
nobody's gonna live in
Centralia.
Yeah,
I think there's only like 3 people living in Centralia now, so.
Alright, I'm grabbing chatters.
Are we going to move sometime? I don't know.
You mean ever?
The problem is like I said, we'll never get what we paid for out of this house. So
no, not unless the market really
Mr. Crispers, I got that beat. We had a meth lab right next door to the police station that had been running, they said, for at least a year before it got busted.
Who would look right in front
Right
of the
next
police
door to the
station?
police station. Forget the fact that these people are coming in and out all the time. Yeah, I think.
Winners are up. Winners are up. I am getting grabby. It must be this vodka mixing with my antibiotics
Oh, okay. Let me see here.
and my steroids.
So yeah, it is what it
Look at your
is.
phone.
Let me add this MIDI file. Da-na-na.
I didn't hear what it was.
I
Your phone
did.
didn't hear you.
I know. My phone just said, "Did you say something?"
I know. I heard it.
I
That's the bird.
I don't know that I'd ever move to Florida.
Too hot.
Too hot.
No, I think. I hate to say we'll always be in Pennsylvania, but I have a feeling we will. The question is where in Pennsylvania. And, if we leave here, I see us either going up to Moosic area or down to Allentown.
Yeah.
It depends on when in our lives.
Leanne was putting the move the music bug in my ear again today. So
I honestly, that would be ideal in so many ways.
yeah.
It would
Mr.
really
Crispers,
help you.
where are you from?
1 and 2, by
Florida
the way.
is where Americans go to die.
I'm watching for 1 and 2.
Darth, I know where you're from.
Huh. 1 and 2. 1 and 2.
My son, the one that was just up here visiting, they live in Florida. They bought a house there 2 years ago now, I guess.
The house that they currently have, they lived in another house down there prior to that. But they've
Yeah,
been
no,
in
they
Florida
just bought
for-
this house like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Right on some lakeside development, and just beautiful.
Did we hear from Penn and Callie? Oh yes, Penn and Callie. I see you.
Move-
And John, you're number 2. John M. I should tell you what you want so you can decide if you really want it. By the way, it is Rocket Sheep. John can only see number 3 first for some reason.
Somehow the top of John's screen's getting cut off. Then
Yeah, but he won, and what each of you want basically is going to be a code from Rocket Sheep for a $5 60 mil. And I will tell you, John is piffing, so it goes to Debbie T. That Kat is a little behind on her giveaways. She told me so. But you will get an email from her soon. And check your spam, because somebody who won recently hit me up, and I went to her for status, and they found the email. So Debbie and Penn and Callie.
Sharon lived in the same house, same town her whole life. Lived next door to the house she was raised in. I think that's kind of cool when people can do that.
All right.
We have a beautiful house. I love our house, and we have awesome neighbors where we're at. It's just the town is bad.
It's, you paint a picture like we live in a scumhole town. They've done a lot to really clean it up lately.
They really are trying, yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually starting to feel a little sense of pride and somewhat security. I mean, we have a beautiful stadium across the street with an amazing track. It's almost brand new. I can go walk over there. We've got a perfectly good pharmacy, grocery store, Chinese restaurant, 2 pizza shops. I mean, it's not a complete hole in the wall. We're 6 miles at the most away from 2 bigger cities, one on each side, that has, bigger, better stuff. And we're close enough to the major arteries to pick up a highway, north or south, to get out of here and head out to Allentown or Harrisburg or up north.
Yeah,
So,
Like I said, I love our house.
I wished we had more land.
I wish the town was a little bit better.
I just wish we had a bigger footprint. We live on a tiny.
We have 2 stoplights in town. We have, like Wendy said, we have 2 pizza joints and a Chinese place. No fast food. We don't have like a McDonald's or a Burger
There's
King.
no franchises.
Yeah, no franchises here.
Except for Rite Aid.
And the biggest place to work in town is probably the supermarket.
Yours?
Yeah, probably the supermarket.
Or the high school,
Yeah. So,
you know.
but
So
yeah, it is what it is. So,
winners for Rocket Sheep, all I need is your screen name, real name, and that you won Rocket Sheep. I don't need your flavor and your nick, so you don't have to send me all that. All I'll do is forward your email address to Kat, and she will send you an email with your code.
like I said, our neighbors are awesome, so that's good. So.
Yeah, they are. In fact, the two to our right are both great because they're both vacant. And the one to our left, I mean, I barely even hear him
Anymore, yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
We live on the end of the road that I think has the most people in our demographic in the entire town. The rest of the town, unfortunately, there's a lot of inheritance houses, is what I call them. Elders that died off and the house got handed down to like the 20-year-old unemployed grandchildren, or they're getting rented to, some unsavory folks that, are just letting them go to crap. But they are starting to really, they tore down the Palace, which was this old theater, amazing, beautiful architecture. It was really sad to see it go, but it had to go. The Elks building started to crumble a bit. They tore that sucker down. I think the next building that's going to go is that children's factory across from the stadium. The windows are all broken out, glass is falling off of it. I mean, it has to come down. But little by little, they're making things better. So we'll see what happens. We're kind of stuck here, so if it gets better, that's a good thing. So, what are you looking at over there? I hear you clicking. Yeah, they're beyond repair. They're all antiquated. It's just better to start all over. So.
So where were we? What would you like to talk about now, Wendy? Now that we depressed everybody with our home life.
I wouldn't call that depressing. It's interesting.
Yeah.
So let's see. You
know what?
What?
We need to pick up where we left off last week.
With
Where we
God.
froze up.
I hope we don't freeze up again.
We won't freeze up. If we do, I'm blaming it on you.
Nice.
So, we've been doing this thing over the last few weeks with different anniversary things that 10, 20, 30, 40 years that are occurring this year. And last week we did a sports-themed one. So we did mention that 30 years ago this year was the NFL strike. And it was a major strike. I think that is Dan Marino there, believe it or not. It was...
No, that's not Dan Marino.
That could be a very young Dan Marino. I don't know. I can't
so.
tell. Anyway, so 30 years ago was the football strike. They went on strike for better contracts, better pensions. It's what started the whole Players Association and free agency market and all that stuff. And, of course, inspired the Replacements movie. Mm-hmm. That is kind of loosely based on the NFL strike. The strike was not favored amongst fans, as you can see here. The strike only lasted for, I think, 2 games.
Really? That was it?
Really, yep. And side note, Sean Payton, the coach of the Saints, his only professional NFL career was during that 2 weeks. He was the quarterback for the Chicago Bears.
Seriously?
Serially.
That's the only time he spent on the field as a player.
Correct.
Was during the strike.
Yep. Was signed as a replacement player. Also debuting 30 years ago, a brand new channel called ESPN debuted Sunday Night Football.
No way.
Yeah. 30 years ago this year was the big scandal with SMU and Eric Dickerson and Ron Meyer. For those of you that remember, they found out that players were being paid with incentives to play. Eric Dickerson being the key among that, and the NCAA came down and handed out huge sanctions, and I believe Ron Meyer was banned from the NCAA after that. Also, 30 years ago, the 1987 NBA Finals. Any idea who played in that, Wendy?
None whatsoever.
No? Probably one of the greatest finals in NBA history. Don't want to even take a guess, huh?
I see Larry Bird.
Larry Bird, Magic
Who's
Johnson.
that?
No, Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson.
The Lakers and the Celtics. This NBA final had, let me count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different future Hall of Famers.
Really?
Larry Bird, Dennis Johnson, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, and Bill Walton, all of the Celtics, and Kareem, Magic Johnson, James Worthy, and the coach Pat Riley of the Lakers.
Unreal.
Celtics ended up winning 4 games to 2.
All that talent in one.
All that talent on one court at one time. It's just
Unbelievable.
amazing, yeah. So, moving right along to 40 years ago.
Oh boy.
And a young running back name of one of my favorite all-time running backs, by the way, was the gentleman who won the Heisman that year, by the name of Earl Campbell. That year they also faced Joe Montana of Notre Dame for the Cotton Bowl, and were heavily favored to win, and Joe Montana ended up pulling out a last-second win. That is a very young Joe Montana of Notre Dame fame there. So
It's interesting. You can see.
you're
his
not
leg.
40, so you won't remember these.
That is his leg, right?
That is his leg, yeah.
You wouldn't usually see like skin. They wear their socks so high, and they're the way they dress. You don't see. Like,
Yep,
their knees.
it's $1 for Liberty.
Yep, $1 plus shipping.
So what else happened? So yeah, like I said, they won the national championship. Notre Dame did. I found this picture of a autographed football from that game, Wendy.
No, you can't have it.
I was wondering if I could bid on it.
I bet that's expensive.
Oh, I could only imagine. 40 years ago this year,
Yeah.
NCAA basketball tournament. Marquette wins their first NCAA title, at which time their coach Al McGuire retired. 40 years. This one you might like, Wendy. 40 years ago, this year, Mr. October. Who was that?
Reggie.
Reggie signed on with the New York Yankees 40 years ago this year.
Really?
And ended up earning his name Mr. October by hitting 3 home runs in one of the Yankees playoff games.
Are you surprised they even knew that?
No, because I knew you were a Yankees fan.
That's right.
Seattle Slew. Who was Seattle Slew, Wendy?
Is that a horse?
That was a horse.
Good guess.
Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown that year.
Really?
You know, I have to look this up. I think arguably the Triple Crown is probably the hardest thing to achieve in all of sports. Let me see something here.
Are you looking up statistics?
I am looking up to see how many Triple Crown winners there have been. Because I know it's not a lot. Only 12 horses have ever won the Triple Crown. The last one being American Pharoah in 2015. However, Seattle Slew won it in 77, and the following year affirmed one. So they had back-to-back Triple Crown winners. So, but yeah, it's what is it? It's the Kentucky Derby, the Belmont Stakes, and what's the other one? The Preakness.
You got me, dear.
Yeah. This, I don't remember this. Of course, I would have only been 8 years old at the time. But I don't even remember really reading about this afterwards.
Oh, no. Dead people.
Yeah. The entire University of Evansville basketball team died in a plane crash.
Holy shit.
Now, I remember the Marshall one, but I don't remember this one.
Well, they probably didn't make a movie out of it.
Well, I knew about the Marshall one before the movie.
Wow, that's awful. Way to bring us down.
Sorry.
Thanks. So what do you have to uplift us?
And I'll leave you with this. Arguably one of the greatest sportsmen of all time retired 40 years ago.
Pele.
I had to look this up because I didn't know a lot about Pele. I do know that he is considered one of the greatest sports figures of all time. His final game, he ended up playing the first half for one team and the second half for the opposing team, and ended up scoring the winning goal.
Jeez.
Yeah. Apparently it was two teams that he had played with throughout his career and wanted to finish his career by playing for both of them.
Interesting.
So,
I do too, John.
So that was our what we were going to finish off last week. So I have to come up with a new theme for next week because we've already done movies, we've already done music, then now we just did sports. I don't know what else to do.
I'm sure you'll come up with something when you're up in the
Great
middle of the night.
innovations in medicine in a 10, 20, 30, 40 year period.
I don't know if that has the same kind of interest to our crew.
Porn stars. Okay, we'll do porn stars for you, Mr. Christopher. Make sure you're here next week.
Ooh.
I don't remember Pele playing because I was never a soccer fan.
I wasn't a soccer fan either, but
I do remember on
he was very visible.
I do remember watching every Saturday Wide World of Sports, and they had that clip where he did that backflip, scoring the goal, like
with it kicked over his head.
Yeah, where he kicked it over his head. Yeah, that's pretty much my whole Pele experience right there. Watching the intro to Worldwide of Sports, that and the dude that came tumbling down off of the mountain skiing. So.
What, like
the agony of defeat guy?
Oh, jeez. Susie Chapstick.
Yeah.
That's like that. I remember all that stuff from when I was in like elementary school. Good lord.
Pele was so good because smoking meth. All right.
Oh yeah.
This whole show just went off the rails.
I know, right? How did we went straight into the gutter. I don't even know.
I don't know either. But I can bring it back on track.
How?
How about we do another giveaway?
Okay. That's a great idea.
How about we do some tally-ho?
Why are we offline? And then we're back.
We're not offline.
And then we're off.
We're not offline.
And now we're back. I kept seeing the rainbow. I don't know why. That was very weird.
I see us.
It looked like we were off. We haven't done a Tally-Ho giveaway in a while. I have to refresh my memory and see what we give away from Tally-Ho.
Well, while you do that, how about I keep talking about Tally-Ho?
Why don't
It keeps
you?
popping on and off.
I told you.
Yeah, that's a YouTube thing this time, though. Ha!
It's not us.
Nope.
So Tally-Ho actually gives us a discount for our winners that is good for half off anything on their website as far as liquid lines, and you can talk about those.
All right. Well, right on the page there, it's announcing the 2 new flavors from Great Falls Vapor, and we talked about those actually a couple weeks ago when we had Jason on from Great Falls. The 4 flavors for the Great Falls Vapor line is the Let Them Vape Cake, which is their take on an Italian pastry layered with vanilla cream, almonds, and a hint of citrus. I have never gotten the citrus out of it. I don't. Jason said when he was on the show, some people get it, some don't. I've never tasted the citrus from it. The rolling dough is their take on a cinnamon sugar donut with vanilla ice cream and a hint of nutty chocolate, and it is just that. It's just a slight hint of chocolate. The nutty one, it really surprised me how great that one is. It is a hazelnut infused vanilla custard with caramel. It is fantastic. I've been vaping it tonight while we're sitting here. Strawberry Dream is just a straight up strawberry, no sweetener, just a plain strawberry flavor with a little bit of vanilla cream. Along with the Great Falls Vapor line is also the Tally Ho line, of course, which consists of 4 awesome flavors. Dolomite is probably my favorite amongst that. I've talked about that before. Dolomite is a custard infused with strawberry, bourbon vanilla, and just a mild hint of a caramel. Excuse me. Wayfair is their take on a donut with aromatic spices, confectioner's sugar, and a berry jam. Liturgy is a cheesecake tart with a graham cracker crust, a little bit of honey, a little bit of cream, vanilla bean, and a slight blueberry with it as well. And then the last one is their newest one, is the Atlas. And that one is their take on a dragon fruit with a pomegranate. I cannot tell you. I've only ever tried the Atlas once, and it was at a show, and it was when it was in beta, and from what I remember, it was really good. The Confections line by Tally Ho consists of Frosted, which is their take on a Frosted Cheerio, the Confetti's Batter, which is a confetti batter cake, the Red Velvet Whoop Whoop, and the Chocolate Whoop Whoop is their take on a Whoopie Pie. And are we buffering again? Is that what I just saw?
Yeah, I saw that too. I like what you said. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. Some other choices is the Epicus line, which consists of the Gold General, which is their take on a straight up custard. The Red General is with a raspberry, and the Blue General is with a blueberry. Secret Handshake has a fantastic vape that I like called Oath, which is an oatmeal cream pie, and is very, very well done. The other 2 flavors are the Trust, which is a peach and strawberry, and the Wit, which is their newest one, is a toasted coconut with a caramel and a milk chocolate. Hyperplume has one of my top 5 all-time favorite vapes ever in Turbo, and it is just a straight-up strawberry ice cream that is just absolutely fantastic. Like I said, it's in my top 5 all-time favorite vapes. Clutch is their take on a blue snow cone, and lastly, Warp is their take on the mango smoothie. So that is the entire Tally Ho family.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that the majority of their bottles are
all 60 mils,
and they're all set at the same price point.
Yep, they're all $19.99 for 60 mil.
So we're gonna do a random for probably 3 people to get a half off code, which would give you, a nice, beautiful 60 mil for, just under $10. They're really so many choices, and that's, I mean, it's not just limited to one bottle. It's half off your order. So if you want to order more than that, I mean, have at it. So
Yeah, to get basically the 60 mil for $10, you can't beat that.
yeah, I mean, it's not limited to one bottle. Actually, I have 2 different codes from them, so I'll probably give the winners the first one, and if it doesn't work, I'll give you the second one, because each one of them was set for like a dozen uses, and I have no idea how many of each one I've given away, but one or the other will be good. So, let me grab random. And
There's quite a few in those lines that I, like I said, would highly recommend.
yeah, there's such a variety there.
Yeah, but of late, like I said, the nutty one from Great Falls, I am just absolutely loving.
And I can attest to that, because I can see what he has on his desk. And, he's not fooling you when he tells you that that's what he's vaping. So...
Well, I go through a variety of stuff when I'm vaping, but yeah, that's definitely one of the ones I've been vaping tonight. How long are the codes good for? Until you use it.
For Tally Ho, we didn't set a deadline. It was more for my sake that, if we do a giveaway on Thursday, that, I'm going to figure that you've used it before the next show, so I can say, okay, I had for 12, now it's down to 9, now it's down to 6, now it's down to 3, and now that one's done. We haven't done one for Tally Ho in a while, so I'm not even sure what the count is at. So it wasn't a time limit for them. We have others where they'll activate it Thursday and disable it Tuesday. So that's not the case with this one. This one isn't bound by a deadline. It's just bound by how many units are available. So... we'll try the first one first. If it doesn't work, I'll try the second one. If that one doesn't work, I'll email David. Yeah, the Tally Ho has those little oval bottles with the cap, and I think they come with the little squirty thing.
Yeah.
And I think
yeah, pocket bottles. That's a good way to describe
people
it.
like those. They're really easy.
I love those bottles.
They're very convenient.
Jazzy, what's up, brother?
We have the winners up. Just sitting there waiting for you, darling.
Oh, you're waiting on me?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. You have to expand it. I have it shrunk here.
Well, I truncated it.
There you go.
Is that better for you?
Thank you. Did you say truncated?
Is that too big of a word for your vocabulary?
No, I was just impressed, actually.
Aw, thanks. You would expect big words from a master's student, wouldn't you?
Well, of course. Alright, so...
Alright, 1, 2, and 3. I have never asked them about international. You're certainly welcome to give it a try. I'll give you the code, and, I'm not sure what it'll charge you for shipping. And if you decide not to use it, that's fine with me. But I don't believe that I ever talked to Dave about US only or anything like that, so...
I don't know.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of people viewing, so I'm pulling the same chatters over and over. And you can win multiple times. It's all different sponsors, so there's no, I'm not going to say, oh, you won already, hey. It's because you're the one spending the money, Nothing's free. So, you're welcome to PIF since you already won. This won't be the only time we ever give away codes for Tally Ho.
Can you drop the site link again?
So, let's see. What do we have? Vape King. Let me know for sure. If you want to PIF it, I'll jump over you. My number 2 guy. Like I said, if you want the code, I'll give it to you. If it works for you there, fantastic. If it doesn't, no harm, no foul. And Matt, you'd be 3. You're piffing. Obviously, it's going to skip me and go to the real Sean. And Matt's piffing, so it would go to Hunter. And you're piffing, so it would go to Penn and Callie again. So we're at 5, 6, and 7 right now. We've skipped right on past the first 4. Okay, Hunter. Hunter is a woot.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Sean, are you piffing? I'm not sure what piff 6 means. I'm thinking that you're piffing.
Boom, 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 boom.
I'm easily confused. It's late and it's been a long day. Penn and Callie, no problem. Yeah, I'm really glad, especially if you've never tried it or even heard of them. You know, pick out some stuff and enjoy. Okay, so Sean is piffing. Obviously Nightbot's not going to win, so it would go to Sharon. Sure. And you guys are just going to email me with your screen name, real name, and that you won Tally Ho. But it's not just confined to Tally Ho. Again, it's their website, but it's a whole family of flavors from multiple companies. And it's on the entire order, not just one bottle. Yes, I got Hunter, and I got Penn and Callie. Sharon is piffing, so it would go to Disturbed. It could get to 14. Disturbed is piffing to number 11, which would be Debbie. We're almost to the bottom.
No, actually, it's extremely good, Darth.
Absolutely. It's quite good. Debbie.
Debbie might have fallen asleep. You did make the list. I just cut it off where I
Screen captured it.
screen captured it.
Of course they shipped to PA.
Well, then, Debbie, absolutely take it. So is that our 3?
That would be the 3.
That'd be the 3.
All right.
You know what we should talk about now?
Screen name, real name, that you won Tally Ho. I don't need anything more than that. I will email you the code at my earliest opportunity.
You know what we should talk about now?
I have nowhere.
I honestly thought that they might jump on tonight, but they
Ooh,
didn't.
What?
Who
What?
do you think, Wendy?
I'm betting it's Infamous.
I thought Jimmy did say that he was just going to relax tonight, so actually I'm not surprised.
I
But
wonder if they're watching.
they might be. So you better say something nice, Wendy.
I was sending Leanne messages during the show.
So, Infamous. Most of you folks in here already know about Infamous. For those of you that don't, I'm definitely going to be talking about the lines here. We had such a great time at Vape Showcase, meeting a lot of the viewers and a lot of the hosts and stuff like that. Wendy and I are really, really blessed in not only in working for Infamous, but having Jimmy and Leanne as such great friends. And that carries over into when we get to do these shows and get to meet everybody, and just how gracious everybody is, and how nice they are coming out to support us and everything. And I hope you guys know that it means a lot to Wendy and I when we get to meet the viewers and other hosts and stuff like that.
I love when people come up and they say, "Are you on television?"
Oh, I don't even know if we told that story last week.
It was like the first couple of people that came up to the booth.
Yeah. It was this gentleman and a older Asian lady. And he was trying the different flavors and all that, and she's just looking at Wendy and I, and finally she goes, "Are you on TV?"
I could tell she was looking at me like she knew me.
And I said, "No." And she goes, "YouTube. You're on YouTube." And I said, "That depends. Do you like the show? Because if not, no, it's not us."
It's not us.
But it turned
was
out
so cool,
turned out
though.
she's seen our show a few times, so it was kind of cool, you know, getting to meet somebody like that.
It puts us at a disadvantage, though. I mean, me more than Jay, because I think that Jay talks to a lot more of the viewers on Facebook. You know, he has his personal Facebook and he has his vaping Facebook, and me.
They've all crossed over. It's all one and the same now.
Yeah, but he does a lot more. He has a lot more interaction with a lot of the viewers.
I'm more of
especially
the social aspect.
And I wouldn't even say just the men either. I mean, people send him messages all the time, constantly, and I don't even have a clue. You know, he recognizes people readily. You know, he knows their screen name and their real name. And when he sees them, I'm like, I have no idea. He's like, "Do you know who that is? Do you know who that is? Do you know who that is?" I'm like, I really don't have a clue. I have no idea who that is. You can tell me, and I still won't know. And when people come barreling at me, arms spread, I know they know me, and I don't know who they are. And it's a little scary, but it's also very cool, because it's like, you know, I know it's probably a viewer, and soon enough I'm going to find out who.
We do have the hoodies online now.
Yes, the apparel.
So you know,
the apparel is
hoodies
now
and
available.
T-shirts are available now.
Yeah, get the hoodies while it's still cold enough to wear them, folks.
But let's talk about some of the lines here real quick. The Fallen is going to be the line that we're going to give away a couple bottles of tonight. And the Fallen consists of 4 flavors. Grace is a cinnamon bear claw. Trinity is a rainbow sherbet. Virtue is a peanut butter and jelly. And Mercy is a raspberry ice cream. A couple things that I could say about a couple of these. The Virtue, peanut butter and jelly. I know when Vapor Joe got to try that, he tried it actually on Mod Envy live for the first time, and he said he was really taken by the fact that you get the jelly first and then the peanut butter on the exhale, where most peanut butter vapes are that peanut butter right up front. So it's a little different take on the peanut butter and jelly. It's a nice strawberry jelly. The cinnamon bear claw is a fantastic. If you like pastry vapes, cinnamon bear claw for the win. It is just a fantastic, spot on for a cinnamon bear claw or a cinnamon Danish. For those of you that don't know what a bear claw is. The rainbow sherbet, I told you earlier, I'm not a big tank fan, but I do have a Cleto tank. I've for probably 2 months now been vaping Trinity out of that Cleto tank. It is just absolutely delicious. Doio's is just a single flavored line, and it is a fruit cereal milk donut blend. If you're a cereal fan, it's going to appeal to you. If you're a donut fan, it's going to appeal to you. Very, very well balanced mix. I know Albie likes the Doio's. Lowbrow consists of 6 flavors as well. Jux is a watermelon candy. That one has been one of our top sellers out of the lowbrow line. People really, really gravitated towards that. It's to me spot on for a Jolly Rancher watermelon. Custom is a very nicely done vanilla custard. Mochi is a key lime cake. Script butter rum cake, one of my favorites from this line. I loved Script. Sketch is a very well done root beer float that you actually can taste that ice cream to it. And Swath is a strawberry cheesecake. And then lastly, we have our in-house line, which is just that. It's considered our take on what a normal in-house line would be. You have your cereal, which is a Fruit Loop type cereal. The cookie is a sugar cookie. There's a menthol, a mixed fruit, which consists of the strawberry, apple, and watermelon. Strawberry cream. I had a shop today that I spoke with who say they can't get enough of the strawberry cream. That their customers just absolutely love that flavor. There's a very nicely done tobacco RY4 and a vanilla custard in this line too, and it's a completely different take on vanilla custard than what's in the lowbrow line. So that is the newest of the Infamous lines, and then of course we have the original Infamous line, which, if I could scroll down here,
The cookie is a sugar cookie, and the tough cookie is a snickerdoodle cookie with a touch of lemon.
yeah, they're two different types of cookies.
Yes. Completely different taste.
Do I work for Infamous? I am their sales manager.
And I work with Infamous.
I do now. No, I've worked with Infamous for about 2 years now. So
I'm a helper.
Wendy works for him too. So
Unofficially.
Trill is a vanilla cream custard. It's more like an ice cream based custard with a blackberry and strawberry. East Coast VC is that vanilla cream custard. West Coast Chino is with a blueberry blend. Mayfield is a chocolate caramel cream. Think like Rolo type flavor. Coventry is a casada cake. It's a white wedding cake with a mix of strawberries and infused whipped cream. And Tough Cookie is a snickerdoodle cookie, as Wendy said. Jay is a stock boy. I am a jack of all
Jay
trades
is a
there.
do-it-all.
I pretty much do a lot.
Jay and Jimmy are the sex appeal.
You're right. The women are definitely the hard workers there. You're absolutely right. Yeah, obviously I work for Infamous. Obviously, I love the lines. I talk up the lines and all that. But the great thing is it's not just me talking up the lines. There are plenty of folks in this room right now who have tried Infamous and will attest to how well their lines are. So what we are going to do tonight is we are going to give away to two winners one bottle of their choice of the Fallen line. It will cost you $1 plus shipping, so I think total it's $4.50 it'll cost you. We will send you a code, and you'll be able to redeem that through the website. Darth, I'm not at the shop that often, man. I work over at the warehouse. That's where my office is. Josh was Josh liked West Coast Chino. He was also a big fan of Trill.
No, I'm not taking off my pants. I am sitting on a pillow, and you would think that would be much more comfortable than the chair itself. But similar to my mattress, I just fluffy doesn't work for me. I like firm, and this pillow is actually more uncomfortable than sitting on the damn chair, but I need it for height because I'm so short. If I was not sitting on the pillow, I'd be down here somewhere. So right before the show, I have to sit on this stupid pillow so I can get a boost. It's either that or a telephone book. But yeah, I've been sitting on it for 2 freaking hours. Sorry. Maybe next time. No, it's just a, love seat pillow. Not the most comfortable thing. Apparently yesterday I was sitting on a knife. And I didn't even know it.
Alrighty.
Anyway, it's a long story.
Utah is banned from internet sales. Yeah, that kind of sucks, man.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to pull chatters. How many winners are we doing for Infamous, dear?
We are doing 2.
We got a lot of people in this one.
Yeah, Arkansas has been that way for a while. It's like, I know the whole advocacy thing, you hear a lot about Pennsylvania and you hear a lot about California and, now the upcoming potential for New York and New Jersey and all that. But, Arkansas kind of got lost in that mix, and they were like one of the first ones to really kind of put out a crappy law against vaping.
If I win, I'm piffing to you.
Well, yeah.
Winners up.
All right.
1 and 2.
Let me.
Well, I've been pretty close to the top on a bunch of these.
Um.
Oh boy.
All right. So. There we go. Mr. Tasty Cloud and Aussie. Well, look at that. You're 11 again, Disturbed.
There's consistency.
Yep, see? Bald guys and vaping were the problem. Probably. That and fat guys and vaping. And I guess I fit in both of those categories. So.
1 and 2 both piff, so we're at 3 and 4.
Milo, you were in the running. I just didn't go down that far. Hold on, I'll tell you. As soon as Wendy expands it. Milo was
21.
Milo was 21.
Sean says yes. Debbie. Is that the Debbie that actually goes to the shop?
That is the Debbie that goes to the shop.
Oh, that's funny.
Debbie could just pick up our winnings right
She could
there.
just pick it up.
Leanne, I'm here for my winning.
Aw, she's piffing. That's really nice.
Debbie's such a sweetheart.
So Sean's a yes. Debbie's a piff. Then it comes to me. Obviously, I'm a piff. VU is a piff, so it goes to Tiger.
And Tiger already said can't do internet sales in Utah.
Oh. So Tiger's a no?
I believe, but wait until he says it.
In which case it would go to John.
Do 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 do. So is there?
If you want to ship on the sly. I don't know, Jay. Do you want to ship on the sly?
If it was something from Wendy and I definitely would. But yeah,
But not from the company.
yeah.
So that has to go to John then. John M.
So who is going to be up at who else going to Vape Northeast next month?
Show of hands, please.
Yeah, show of hands. I know Jazzy is. I'm supposed to meet him in the parking lot and escort him in.
Well, wait. John is piffing, so let's go back to Darth. Darth seriously is willing to ship it? Well, that's pretty interesting. I don't know. That seems kind of like sneaky. See, you had me believe in it. Joanne? Oh, you guys are like so sweet. But rules is rules. Oh, I don't want to get anybody in any trouble, so I would say let's just
Debbie,
straight and narrow.
Okay.
Yes. Joanne, we're down to you, darling.
Debbie, if you could talk Chad to go on, you definitely should. Vape Northeast, probably one of the best shows that we've been to. The first one was just out of this world. The last one was the day after the regs dropped, so it was a little less than it was the first time, but it was still a fantastic show.
Oh yeah, the second one. The atmosphere at that was so amazing. It was a really good group. Very well laid out, very well attended. I don't know, it's a really good location, and we had a lot of foot traffic. We met a lot of nice people. Had a really great time. Looking forward to it. I can't believe it's only 4 weeks away. I just found out yesterday, I think, that we were going. No, John didn't take it.
Let Tiger go ahead and email us, and I'll see what I can do for him.
All right. So, well, I got 2 claimers.
There was no dumpster vaping up at Vape Northeast. That was in Jersey. Vape Northeast, actually, like I said, was really, really good show. So, if any of you are anywhere in the area that you can attend it, I highly recommend it.
Yeah, we usually, for a show like that, That's about 5-hour drive for us, I think. Usually we'll leave Thursday night. Yes. And then, that's a Jersey reference.
Yeah, dumpster vaping was a Jersey reference. You had to go to the Jersey show to understand that.
You would know exactly what that meant.
The vaping pavilion.
And then, I think, is the event Saturday and Sunday this time?
Saturday and Sunday, correct.
So we may go up Friday this time, set up Friday night, do the event Saturday and Sunday, tear down, and then come back Monday. So, yes, Disturbed.
Are we going to Tampa in June? Probably not, Albie.
How many days Disturbed? Jesus, 262 days till Christmas.
Hey, but it's only 154 till football season.
That's right.
That's right. So it is that time.
It is that time.
It's that time for creative cursing.
I gotta tell you, I cheated a little bit and looked at some of the cards, and I stopped myself because it was just so funny. I'm like, I just want to be surprised. So here goes the first one.
Rectum monster. You're right, Albie. 153 now.
That's funny.
A rectum monster.
A rectum monster.
Remember, we go with the third one.
Oh.
A blank boner. A hoe boner.
Oh, boner. This book is courtesy of Leanne by way of Amazon, by the way. This is my favorite current possession on my desk. I love this book.
That's thanks to Leanne.
She's my best friend.
Piss rammer. That one's pretty foul.
Yes.
That,
Who rams piss anyway?
is that what we're going to leave it on?
No, we can't leave it on that. We're going to have to
Yeah.
go for 4 and break tradition.
Yeah.
Here's to 4.
Trash monster.
Well, you can safely incorporate that into your vocabulary.
That was pretty tame.
That is tame.
So
you do 5?
Your mission for this week is to try and work in trash
Well,
monster.
the best out of 5 was rectum
into
monster.
Okay, rectum monster.
We'll go with that.
You have to work rectum monster into your daily vocabulary somehow.
Without losing your job. Disclaimer.
Yeah.
Not my fault.
Yeah. So much thanks to you all for hanging out tonight. A couple of new folks, names that we saw here. Welcome. Hopefully you guys will return. We
didn't buffer a whole lot.
We did not. I don't know if that
Geez.
necessarily means that we got it fixed or what. Yeah. But I will work on a couple other things throughout the week and see what we can do. I really need to change up our intro.
Well, by the time you change, it'll be football season again, so why bother?
No. So, again, thank you guys for hanging out for these last 2 hours. Hope you guys had fun. Congratulations to our winners. Make sure you guys support the sponsors. We do have some awesome sponsors.
Hell yeah, we do.
And as always,
peace, love, and who dat?
Yeah, have a good week and be nice to somebody and
pay it forward.
Pay it forward. There you go.
Rectum monster.
All right. Say goodnight, Wendy.
Good night, Wendy.
All right.
See you next Thursday.
See you guys.